What's up everybody, it's Charlie and I'm back. So in this video I want to talk a little bit about jealousy. Jealousy is a topic that comes up pretty regularly when people find out that I'm in a polyamorous relationship. It's one of the first questions they ask. How do you guys deal with jealousy? What is your ethos for jealousy? So in this video I want to sort of flesh out my total thoughts on jealousy and how to deal with it in your relationships. So let's get started. Growing up, I mainly heard jealousy referenced in terms of God. I heard people reference Exodus 25, which says, "You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sins of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me." It's sort of a downer verse, but that's the main way that I'd heard jealousy used, as a way to describe God and as a reason not to get on his bad side. Because that was the main reference that I heard, I thought that jealousy was a good trait. I thought it was something to be emulated in my life, and if it came up, it wasn't really that big of a deal. Looking back, I think that was so messed up, because in what area of your life is it okay to let jealousy run unchecked? And when I looked deeper to the way that jealousy is described in scripture on a larger scale, I found that it's not really something to be desired. In fact, most of the verses are more like Proverbs 4:30, which says, "A tranquil heart is life to the body, but jealousy is rottenness to the bones." The Bible paints jealousy as something that deteriorates you, that it takes you out of yourself. It's in the category of anger, as something that God does experience, but it's at the extreme after they've been rejected by us and are sort of at their wits' end. And that's been my experience of jealousy as well, that it's only comes up when I'm already at my wits' end. But when I'm engaged in healthy relationships, jealousy doesn't come up, even when there's multiple people involved. So if jealousy can grow in the unhealth of a relationship, what are some things that can keep a relationship on the right track to avoid jealousy? I've identified 3 main things that I think help in my relationship to help us all avoid jealousy. The first one is empathy. Especially in a polyamorous relationships, it's important for each member of the relationship to value and have basic empathy for everyone else. Empathy means being able to put yourself in the perspective of that other person and feel what they feel. I find that when people are focusing on that concept of empathy towards their paramours or their spouse or partner's significant others, the easier it is to overcome jealousy. The second thing to do is to focus on the uniqueness of the relationship that you're in. The best thing about being in a polyamorous relationship for me is that everybody involved chooses to be there. And that means that I don't have to worry about being unchosen. I have the confidence and certainty that the people who are in relationship with me want to be in relationship with me, and they make me feel confident and secure and not have to second guess myself, which could lead to jealousy. The third thing is being willing and able to share. Sharing is a fundamental life skill that everybody needs to learn. Overcoming jealousy with empathy and the security from your partner that they chose to be there becomes so much easier when you're willing to share what you have. That goes back to the fact that we don't own our partners. They're people who have their own rights, their own freedom, and they can choose where they want to be. You can't necessarily share what was never yours. And that's sort of the mindset that I think that we need to be in when it comes to our partners, that they're not ours, that they are their own, and it's up to them where they want to be. And it's awesome when they choose to be with us, and that feels great. But that doesn't mean that they only have to choose us all the time. And once we understand that, I think we're really on our way to overcoming jealousy as a whole. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this. I'll see you in the comments, and definitely like and subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time. Deuce.